Hey guys, what's up? I got a new job for my 37th birthday this year. It's pretty dope. I was working at a call center for 9 years, and it was just sucking out my soul. I didn't want to work there anymore, so I quit that shit cold turkey, and I got a job at the school district. Yeah. Somebody's got to indoctrinate these kids, you know. Might as well be me. But like I learned about my job from a job fair, and I'd never been to a job fair before, so I didn't know what to expect. So like when I got there, I dressed up in my best gear, which for me is like a button-up, black jeans, and my fuck me Vans, you know. And like I later found out like the job that I was gonna apply for wasn't doing any interviews at this particular job fair, but like the custodians were. And I was the first guy to walk into the job fair as they opened up everything, and like all of a sudden I just started feeling all these eyeballs on me, and it was the table across the room just full of 7 grown-ass men ready to give me a job, you know? And I had to walk over and see what their vibe was about, and the first guy looked at me and he was like, "Hey man, have you ever considered being a custodian?" Yeah, I was like, no. And then he tried to sell it to me. He's like, "Man, we get paid the most, we have the most upward mobility, and we work the most days out of the year." And I was like, "That sounds dope." And he's like, "We can interview you right now." And I was like, "Fuck it, let's go." So this other guy takes me to the back. He starts asking me all these like super common sense questions. He was like, "Hey man, if you see a spill in the hallway, what would you do?" Yeah. I didn't even bat an eye. I said, "I would mop that shit up." Yeah. I've never seen a guy get so excited. He started writing his clipboard. He's like, "This guy's a fucking genius." He wanted to hire me right there. But then he tried to sell it to me. He's like, "Man, we got new technology. We got floor buffers that you could ride." Yeah. I was like, that sounds dope. I might apply. Like, what have I got to lose except for my dignity, you know? But then he tells me, like, if I get the job, the hours I'm working is gonna be till like midnight every night. And I was like, that sounds less dope. And quite frankly, it's the opposite of what I'm trying to achieve at this moment. But then I started thinking about the possibilities, and I was like, well, maybe I can get the job. I could work like 6 or 7 months and then just start organizing illegal street races with floor buffers. Yeah, dude. That'll be sick. Like, I can incorporate all the custodians in the district. We can have leagues and brackets and championships. Like, we can make this a thing. Yeah, it's gonna be like Fast and the Furious, but much slower. I actually got to coach wrestling. I work at a middle school, so I work with a bunch of kids, and I coach wrestling. And on the second day of practice, this kid came up to me, and out of nowhere, I was putting on my wrestling shoes, and he goes, I'd never seen him before. I never knew him, never seen this kid. And he goes, first thing he says to me is, "What's your favorite kind of cheese?" Yeah. I didn't know what to say, and quite frankly, I was shook. And like before I could come up with an answer, this kid just fucking walked away. Yeah. I never learned his name. For 2 months, I was just calling him Cheddar. I would see him in the hallway and I'd be like, "What's up, Cheddar?" And he'd be like, "Cheese." And I was like, "You're the coolest 7th grader I ever met, man." But like my favorite moments where I got to be like his coach on the sideline of the mat and like I'd yell things at him like, "Get him, Cheddar! Wrestle, Cheddar! Sweep the leg!" But what I found out is Cheddar, he can't take the heat. Yeah. He melts. Nailed it. But I work with a bunch of 8th graders a lot. And this one time I was supervising as school was getting released. And this kid walked in front of me with his buddy. And I overheard him say, "Could you imagine being blind and afraid of the dark?" That shit blew my mind. I hadn't met this kid yet, and I thought he was a fucking genius. And like for an 8th grader, that's straight philosophical. I did later find out that he is a smelly kid. Yep. I give him all the credit though. I'm rooting for him. This kid's going places. Mostly to the 8th grade again. Probably. All right, guys, thank you so much. I've been James.